Now that is how you do a season finale. What an amazing episode. Episode 6 was just so phenomenal. And on that point, what an amazing series. Moon Knight was just so phenomenal and just totally delivered on creating something really, really new and something really, really special within the superhero landscape in terms of being a real character study, pushing the envelope on what a Marvel and Disney Plus show is able to do, while still retaining all of the thrills that you would expect from a superhero show. Absolutely brilliant. Massive well done, Marvel, and everybody involved with the Moon Knight series, as it was just so good. So let's dissect the episode. First of all, let's start with the biggest cliffhanger from the previous episode, which was that Stephen Grant was being turned into stone. And I absolutely love the fact that Marc went back to save him from this paradise space, and the speech that he was giving about how Stephen saved him, which was not only emotional, but it was just so amazing, especially in terms of how their relationship has just grown and transformed over the course of the series. And I absolutely love that hilarious line that Stephen Grant had to Thackeray where he was just shouting out Hippo. Absolutely brilliant. Just love all of the combinations of all of the different character interactions in this series, which was just so good. And then this was just magnified even further when they were just freely being able to interchange between Moon Knight and Mr. Knight personas. Absolutely brilliant. Like I said, the relationship has just grown so much from these characters. First really somewhat disliking each other to now just working in such perfect harmony. I just literally love the way in which Marvel has really gotten the audience to really care for these characters. And as far as origin storylines go, this has not only got to be one of the best ones, but it may well be my favourite superhero origin ever today. I just think this show just did such a brilliant job with what it was trying to set out to do. Meanwhile, at the same time, we have Harrow bringing Amit into the world, and the way in which he was just eating all of the souls and causing absolute destruction in Egypt was just absolutely outstanding. I did worry that the finale would be a little bit of a CGI mess, especially with Amit and Khonshu, but actually it looked really, really impressive. I would have loved it for it to have gone on for a little bit longer, but considering everything that they had to do in terms of wrapping up everything in this episode, I actually think it was really, really great, and I think all of the god battles were really, really cool. Then we have Layla, my days, what an absolute legend and total boss of a character. Unbelievable. Absolutely love the way in which she got to be a better version of Gal Gadot's ultimate gold-suited character. Hilarious. Marvel really aren't even hiding the fact that they are going to have constant comparisons and competition with the DCEU. Just absolutely brilliant. Layla was also just so badass. I loved the way in which she started the episode in terms of mourning the death of both Marc and Steven, and then she used this rage and just fueled it and just really focused it all to try and kill Harrow. But then she took the higher road in terms of being able to ultimately stop him and all of his plans, and helped Khonshu in terms of resurrecting him and bringing him back. And then all of the wicked scenes in terms of her becoming the avatar of Thackeray. Absolutely hilarious. Just those sequences between Layla and Thackeray, constantly interchanging between the two people in the same body, was just absolutely wicked. And this actress just totally owned it in terms of becoming a true superhero and fighting alongside Marc and Steven and Moon Knight and Mr. Knight. Just absolutely amazing. And Marc and Steven then refusing to kill Harrow was really, really great as well. These characters have really developed as well in terms of being able to be their own characters against what Khonshu is demanding them to do. But little did they know that the third persona, Jake Lockley, who has actually saved the day for them on quite a few number of occasions, will now actually do that and will do exactly what Khonshu wants. It was so great actually on that point to have a bit of a post-credit scene and finally bringing in Jake Lockley into the fold. I think it was the right thing to do actually in hindsight, to have him as the post-credit scene, as the series was rightly focusing on Marc and Steven, and now we have some extension to that storyline and something else to look forward to exploring, which is obviously going to be the Jake Lockley character. And I just can't wait to see the relationship between him and Khonshu, Marc and Steven. Everything being explored even further is just going to be so, so good. And you can already imagine it, can't you? How hilarious it's going to be between Steven and Jake interacting, and how Marc will now be the peacemaker and the middle brother, a little bit like Andrew Garfield was with the 3 Spider-Man. I just can't wait to see the interactions in the future. And from episode 4 onwards, I absolutely love seeing the interactions of Marc and Steven as two different entities within the same mind. So I hope that they do continue this when these characters are able to speak within their own persona personas within the same brain of this character. I literally can't wait to see that, as I'd love to see it continue in some extent, as obviously we won't be able to see it in the same way in the real world. I also love how they think that they've left everything behind, but I literally cannot wait to see what's going to happen next with this character. And like I said, especially with the whole Jake Lockley vibe with everything as well. Oscar Isaac has just done an absolutely truly outstanding job with this character and this series. He literally needs to win all of the awards under the sun, as his portrayal was just so phenomenal. And also all of the other actors around him just did such a brilliant job as well. And Ethan Hawke as well did such a good job as this really evil character, and really sinister both from a human point of view, but also from this barbaric super villain point of view as well. And on that point, he was totally able to hold his own in that awesome superhero battle right at the end of the episode between him versus Layla versus Moon Knight. So good, with Jake Lockley again saving the day. I absolutely loved that superhero battle. God, this series was just so wicked, wasn't it? I literally can't wait to see what on earth is going to happen next. And like I said before, massive well done to everybody involved in this series, as it was absolute magic. Now I'd love to hear from you. Let me know all of your thoughts about Moon Knight and the 6th episode in particular in the comment section below, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.